Hey guys, it's Courtney. Today's Saturday, so that means I get to make a video. First of all, I think we should start off as if I think I was born gay or a product of my environment. I don't necessarily think I was born gay, but I do think that me being gay has something to do with my environment. As far as I know, I'm the only gay person in my family, and growing up, I always thought that I had an interest in girls, but looking, like, at the time I didn't know that's what it was, you know, but like looking back, like I can see very, very thin line between being like my all-time best friend or if I was attracted to her. I always like kind of like danced along that edge right there. Fondness towards girls has to do probably with my desire to connect with someone. Growing up, I'm not like blaming this on my parents, but I think growing up my mom and dad got a divorce when I was like in 3rd grade, and I was really close to my dad, and then I went through this period where I didn't talk to my dad, and being a daddy's girl and being angry and not necessarily getting, like, I guess the coping that I needed with that from my mom. I feel like I always desired a relationship to somehow fill the gap or the hole that I had with my dad. And my mom is, I mean, I love my mom now, like, we're fine, but I felt like she wasn't necessarily as good of a mom to me during that period of time where I just was so lost and I didn't know. I think I craved attention, and I just wanted to connect with someone, and I feel like my mom didn't really give me that growing up. Coming out, though, I felt like the first time I did come out, it was because my mom kind of outed me. Before, however, it was at home. I was outed in high school. 9th grade, of course, my best friend. Rumors started circulating, and you know, high school as a freshman, like, freshmen are just weird and confused already, but to be a freshman in a new environment, and then taking all your friends you had from the year before in middle school and then losing them all in that big, like, moment in your life of entering high school was like a really tough time for me. I lost a lot of friends. Just like the rumors going around about me and this new best friend that I had. It turned out to be my first girlfriend. I mean, of course, being young and confused, I denied it a lot. I feel like my first girlfriend, my best friend, like, for a second there, we were all that we had. Like, we needed each other so much because we had lost so many friends due to that. And it's really sad. I felt like she probably saw me at my worst. I've never felt that low in my life. I come home to my family, and my mom at the time was definitely not okay with it. Her being the only person that in my life that I could actually, like, connect with and talk to, especially about problems that I was having, and for my mom to cut me off from that, that was probably rock bottom for me. Just not having a support system and not having anyone there to really lean on or talk to. To this day, I haven't felt that low. And that continued until about 10th grade, maybe going into my junior year. After 10th grade, or I think it was more like 11th grade, I started to just say, you know what, fuck you guys. If you're not gonna, like, be my friend because I like the same sex and you think I'm gonna hit on you, like, I think that's so stupid and immature. And by 11th and 12th grade, definitely by 12th grade, 11th grade, I just started telling more and more people, but 12th grade, like, I was the lesbian, but I was okay with it. But yeah, 12th grade, I was definitely out and open and ready to go. I actually went to prom with a girl in 11th grade, so take that, sucker. I came out in anger. My mom had seen some stuff on my MySpace. Not necessarily like saying, oh, I love girls, but it was I don't know. She was really embarrassed about it. Ended up actually putting me on the church prayer list, and I had to go to church counseling. Ultimately, I accepted it. I came out easily. I said that I was like bi at first, and then gradually I just, you know, I'm gay. I felt like saying I was bi was like a softer blow almost to people. I didn't think I was a completely different species. I was in college actually, and I got a phone call from my mom, and she was crying. She said that she had that was when I was out and open, just not to my parents. But then she had definitely seen stuff on Facebook and MySpace, and I was dating a girl, and she had actually lived with us for a small period over the summer. And my mom was just really hurt by that was going on in her household. I just told her, I was like, yeah, Mom, I'm gay. And like over the phone, I felt like it was almost better for me to come out over the phone. That way I didn't have to like face my mom. I know that's kind of like a coward thing to say, but like I was crying, she was crying. You know, she was just crying and saying, where did she go wrong? She was just embarrassed. I remember she said she was embarrassed. That's one of the words I remember her using. Like, she says she still loved me, but she thinks it's a phase and she wish I could change. But my dad called me, and he always called periodically, but we never really talked about anything substantial. It was just like small talk. But he called me and he said, so your mom told me. And I was like, yeah. And he was like, I just told her it wasn't the 1800s anymore and that she needed to snap into the real world. And I thought that was like, I felt like it was almost like I had come full circle, not having a relationship with my dad, feeling so alone and lost. And then that was like a crucial part in my life. I came out to my mom and I once again felt alone. And then my dad stepped back into the picture and he said that it was all right. And that it was a good thing, you know, that it wasn't 1800s anymore. Flash forward about 2 or 3 years now, and I'm out, and everything's okay. My mom, I think, has actually I think she's almost accepted the fact that I'm gay. My mom actually told me a story. It's a flight attendant, so she flies with a lot of gay men. That she was talking to this guy who said he was bi, and he was actually a singer in a church gospel group. And Mom actually told him that she had a lesbian daughter, and that's how he actually like told my mom, like, yeah, I'm gay too. Like a big step for my mom to actually talk about it and like to share it with like one of her coworkers. I thought that was kind of a big step for Judy. And like my family, like we're not really like close per se. Like it's gonna be weird probably to you guys, but like we don't say we love each other. I actually have family in Alabama that I see like maybe once every 7 years. Actually, my dad ended up like outing me to everyone in Alabama who like they don't even have black people in their county. Like they're still racist about that. And the fact that my dad outed me to them, I was like so scared they weren't gonna accept me. I remember like my second or third cousin who's like my dad's age was like, just because we're from Alabama doesn't mean we're stupid. And I was like, what? And he said that they knew all along. And like my great aunt, I was outside smoking a cigarette because my dad had just outed me, so I was a little like on edge. And my great aunt came out there and she hugged me, and for the first time that I can ever remember, she hugged me and she looked at me and she said that she'll love me no matter what. And that was also the first time that she ever told me that she loved me. So me coming out, I guess, actually brought us closer a little bit.